Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel and congratulations to everyone who's stuck with me this far and have followed this One Pad Wonder album. So we have actually got to the last instalment, the last part, and we are about to finish page 8 and assemble the album. So let's get going. So we've got our pages here, 1, 2, 3 of them. This was the last one we did. So we've got the back of this one to finish, and let's look at the Seize the Day version. I will have 2 separate PDFs because with this I've put the page maps on. So with the Wonder of Oz one, have a look in the file section of my Facebook group called Papercrafting with Paul. Link is in the description below. Just sign up. Head to the file section, you can just download. You can print it or use your devices to follow there. But as you can see, I have incorporated the page maps for each one. So I'll do the same, but with the Wonder of Oz, so you can see the papers if you're following the Wonder of Oz version, or if you want to do a Seize the Day, or whichever paper pad you've got, really, it doesn't matter. Okay. Oh yeah, so that's what I was showing you. This one is just some stacked belly bands so we can put lots of our photo mats inside. Now, I've been through my scraps and we had lots of 9 1/4 inch scraps. So I found 2 and I've cut this one down to 4 and this one down to 2 inches. Because if you follow in the blue boxes, it says belly band 1, 4 inches by 9 1/4. And belly band 2, 2 inches by 9 1/4. And we're going to put the 9 1/4 inches on top of our scoreboard and do half rotate half to create a couple of glue tabs. So this one is a nice easy one. So half, rotate half, and the same with the 2 inch one. Half, rotate half. And I've kept everything to the inch here, so it should be nice and easy to put together. So let's just fold them over for now. There we go. Actually, I might use my scoreboard for this, or pencil and pen. I haven't quite figured out yet. So it'd probably be a ruler. But you could use your scoreboard to mark as well, which I'll show you in a second. So let's put some double-sided tape onto those flaps. And here. Okay, so I'm going to try and get them a little bit flatter. Right, Carl, so it's that time to rest and bounce back. Now I'm going to back him back down. So nice pressure onto the card. Okay, so as I said, I have worked everything out to 1 inch increments. So I've got my pencil here. I'm going to mark 1 inches from the right hand side of page 8. And this is where the large belly band will mark again. And then the small one, and this is what I said, you could use your scoreboard and you can just mark at 1 and 3, turn it round, 1 and 3. So you could do it that way as well. Or you could just do exactly as I did here and just mark 1 inch across and line it up with the pencil line. So now I'm going to place that there and then place it here, and this time I'm going to line it up with that pencil line. that's all the assembly there is for page 8. And I should have some sheets left. So we've got a lot of the greens left, and we've still got another strip of that. But what I'm looking for is something, actually, we used this on the front, didn't we? On page 1. Let's have a double check. So when you open, we did. So do you know what? It'd be good to finish on this as well. So yeah, let's go for this one. Okay. So I need a 1-inch strip and a 1-inch strip. So I've already cut this down to 8 by 8. So I've cut the name off. 1. Now, if you've got some scrap strips left, like when I made that mistake a couple of pages back, you could use those in the middle. Just cut them in half by 8 to make this bit a bit easier. But just to show you can do it if you've got 1 page left. So what I'm going to do is flip that one round then. So this one now is 2 inches, but it's the top one. So I don't want to cut it at 2 inches. I want to cut it at 1 3/4. So that's going to go on there. Another 1-inch strip. And you can flip it over, or you can have a pattern continuation, up to you. And then the last piece tucks in there. And we have our belly band page done. How easy was that one? The last page can either be really complicated because you've got lots of pages left and you go to town, or you're using bare minimum because you've used so much paper in the rest of the album that it really does become simple. So there we go. There's those ones, and then just cover the ink before I cover myself. I made enough mess in this album using just the glue. It is my fault, not the glue's fault, because I cut off the nozzle end a bit too big so I could fill up my glue dispenser. And then I dropped my glue dispenser so the pin isn't quite right, which is why I'm having to use the bottle. There we go. And this last bit. And we're almost there. And we've managed to get the album done using that one pad. Around. And the last one. And that is page 8 complete, which means we have now finished every page. So we can start now putting it all together. So going back to that very beginning when we did those spines, if you remember, we covered half. So I'm going to reveal the glue and just put some glue on top, reveal the stickiness and put some glue on top. Then the back had nothing, so I'm going to put some glue to seal that side shut. There we go. And now I'm going to place my hand in. Make sure you've got the right order. We're going to slide that on. And those little V shapes really do help now that we did at the start. I'm going to place it just shy of that 1/2 inch score line, which means it'll still flex and lift up. If you go over that 1/2 inch, you're going to find that your page doesn't flex and doesn't lay flat. And you might as well have just done a much easier spine. But I don't like those because your pages tend to stick up. So now this is the other way. Yeah. So we're going to open it up. And place it on. So page 2. So it should be the same as this. So again, just slide it up to that hinge and stop. Pressing it down. And then the last one, rather than do it on top of everything, I'm just going to put it this side. Turn it upside down. And there we go. That's the last page put in, or the first page put in, so to speak. And there we go. We've got a nice album, a decent sized album, considering we've only used one 8x8 pad. So we still got those 4 little journal cards. You could just fold them in half and have a little booklet if you wanted to. Those are ones left over from when we cut from that page for those 2. So we've got that. We still have another page of the journal cards. So we could cut them up and put in some of the pockets. I have 3 full, no I haven't, I've got 4 pages. So the cover sheet is still free. So if I wanted to cut some of these out and 3D foam them up to add some dimension, I can there. And I still have then 3 sheets of, full sheets of 8x8, all green funnily enough. And I still have some of the border strips as well. And a couple of the other border strips, which can be used for photo mats. So yes, it was a one pad album, but it's actually less than 1 pad, which allows you to maybe make some tags, some photo mats. So these were the type of photo mats I did for the Seize the Day one. Now, even those scraps I messed up can go there and make some extras. But on the other hand, if you have the Patterns and Solids pad, which matches this, I mean, you can go to town now with your photo mats and you can mat and lay everything, because those new ones are brilliant because they're more of the standard US size papers, which means you can get 3 photo mats for 6x4s from 1 sheet as opposed to 2 compared to our A4. So yeah, so there we go. My Wonder of Oz album. So I'll finish it off, do some little finishing touches or things, and do a proper little walkthrough, which will actually come out before you see this. So I hope you have been inspired. I hope you are having a go. You have been joining me on this journey, doing it day by day, bit by bit. Of course, you can dip into those videos whenever you want and craft along at your own pace. This is all mixed up now because I've been working with it. I didn't staple it. I will now as well go and finish off the cutting file. So as I said, you need to go and join Facebook group called Papercrafting with Paul. Join up and head to the file section to get your hands on this. And again, it's free of charge. And please, please, please let me know your thoughts by leaving comments below. It does help my channel, but also I do like to hear your thoughts. And if you are ready to have your own go. So thank you for watching. Thank you for coming along on this Wonder of Oz album journey with me. Happy crafting, and I'll see you all again very soon.